Another day, another story. On April 15, 1912, the RMS Titanic, one of the most luxurious and largest ocean liners of its time, sank after hitting an iceberg on its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York City. The tragedy resulted in the loss of more than 1,500 lives, making it one of the deadliest peacetime maritime disasters in history. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. The Titanic was renowned for its opulence and cutting-edge technology. It was deemed unsinkable by many due to its advanced safety features. However, on the fateful night of April 14, 1912, the ship received several iceberg warnings but failed to alter its course or reduce its speed. At 11:40 p.m., the Titanic struck an iceberg, which tore a series of holes along the side of the ship. Due to a shortage of lifeboats, the crew struggled to evacuate the passengers in a timely manner. Women and children were given priority, but many lifeboats were launched partially empty. The lack of proper emergency procedures and life-saving equipment contributed to the high casualty rate. As news of the disaster spread, it shocked the world and prompted significant changes in maritime regulations. The tragedy led to the establishment of the International Ice Patrol to monitor icebergs in the North Atlantic. It also spurred improvements in ship design, safety regulations, and the enforcement of lifeboat requirements. The Titanic disaster remains a poignant reminder of the consequences of overconfidence and the importance of safety precautions. The story of the Titanic has been immortalized in numerous books, documentaries, and movies, including James Cameron's 1997 film, Titanic, which brought the story to a new generation and became one of the highest-grossing films of all time. The Unsinkable Molly Brown. Margaret Molly Brown, born on July 18, 1867, in Hannibal, Missouri, was a remarkable survivor of the Titanic disaster. She gained her nickname, the Unsinkable Molly Brown, for her courageous actions during the sinking and her subsequent advocacy for survivors. Molly Brown was traveling aboard the Titanic as a first-class passenger on her way back to the United States after a trip to Europe. When the ship struck the iceberg, she immediately sprang into action, helping to distribute life jackets and assisting in the loading of lifeboats. She even urged the crew to go back and search for more survivors in the frigid waters. After being rescued by the RMS Carpathia, Molly Brown continued to support her fellow survivors. She organized a committee to provide assistance to those who had lost everything in the disaster. She also campaigned for better safety measures on ships, including lifeboat requirements and drills. Molly Brown's courageous actions and advocacy made her a prominent figure in the aftermath of the Titanic sinking. She became known for her philanthropy and activism, fighting for women's suffrage, workers' rights, and educational opportunities. Her efforts earned her recognition and respect, and she became an influential figure in American society. Molly Brown's story was brought to wider attention in the Broadway musical, The Unsinkable Molly Brown, and the subsequent film adaptation. Her legacy lives on as a symbol of resilience, bravery, and compassion in the face of tragedy. The band that played on. One of the most poignant and often overlooked stories from the Titanic disaster is that of the ship's band. Composed of 8 talented musicians, they continued to play music on the ship's deck as it was sinking, providing solace and comfort to passengers during the chaotic and tragic moments. Led by bandleader Wallace Hartley, the band played a variety of tunes, including hymns and popular songs of the time, in an effort to calm and uplift the spirits of the passengers. Their music played on even as lifeboats were being launched and the ship's situation grew increasingly dire. Eyewitness accounts recall the band playing until the very end, when the ship finally sank beneath the icy waters of the North Atlantic. Their dedication and courage in the face of impending doom left a lasting impression on the survivors and have become a symbol of bravery and selflessness. Only 2 of the band members, violinist Wallace Hartley and cellist John Hume, were recovered from the water after the sinking. Their instruments were also found with them, symbolizing their commitment to their craft until the very end. The story of the band that played on the Titanic has been immortalized in literature, films, and music. Their act of playing music in the face of certain tragedy has become a powerful symbol of human resilience and the enduring power of art in times of crisis. Their legacy serves as a reminder of the capacity for hope, bravery, and unity, even in the face of unimaginable circumstances. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.